Hey, thanks for stopping in. My name's Mark Johnson, and I'm here today to deliver another movie review. The movie I'll be reviewing today is Windfall. It is a 2022 film released through Netflix. It is directed by Charlie McDowell. It is written by Charlie McDowell, Jason Segel, and Justin Lader. A man breaks into a tech billionaire's empty vacation home. But things go sideways when the arrogant mogul and his wife arrive for a last-minute getaway. As we start this film, we are introduced to a character named Nobody. He's played by Jason Segel, and he's moving throughout this house with a couple orange juice, and he just kind of looked like he's having a leisure day. He's traveling inside the house. It's a beautiful house with the orchard or orange orchard, and he's just kind of meandering throughout the house. At a certain point, the thought that maybe he doesn't live here comes across because of some of the things that he's doing. At one point, he even goes into a shower and pees in the shower. I don't expect a homeowner to pee in his own shower, but this guy does, and so that gives you the sense that maybe he doesn't live there. At a certain point, we realize he doesn't live here and that he's actually to rob the place. It looks like he's going to leave empty-handed, but at a certain point, he comes back in and gives it one more take, and he finds the money, or he finds a stash of money. He also finds a gun, and he looks satisfied with himself, but he kind of gets to a point where it feels like he's getting a little greedy, and so he's looking for more. And this is the point where we hear people driving up the driveway. You hear the gravelly road, a car driving up, and we see that this guy's caught. We don't know who the person driving up is, but we find out that it's the husband and wife, or the owners of the home. And they've taken some time to maybe spend the weekend at their other home. They come in and they start to unpack and just kind of, doing what they do as they prepare for their vacation or their, weekend. At a certain point, the husband and wife split up and they're in different rooms of the house, and the wife finds Mr. Nobody as he tries to make an escape out the door. She didn't scream or anything, but she's just very surprised, as much as Mr. Nobody is. He's surprised as well. And so the wife and husband continue having a conversation between rooms, and at a certain point the husband comes in to the same room where his wife is at and finds this man as well. So what does he do? At a certain point he tries to calm them down, or calm himself down as well, and try to have a conversation. The CEO and his wife tried to just give him money. In this case, Mr. Nobody is played by Jason Segel. CEO is played by Jesse Plemons, and the wife is Lily Taylor. And they're all having this conversation about what they should do. They're not going to call the cops. The husband and wife say, how much money do you want? What do you need? This kind of thing, just to get him out of there, so that they can go on with their weekend. And obviously, money for them is not an issue. And so, the man himself, or Mr. Nobody, is kind of confused with what to do himself. He wants to be, taken seriously in the sense that he's a robber or a thief, but at the same time, he doesn't want to face consequences by being caught. He locks them up in a storage place that if they can get out, it may take him some time, which will give him some time to kind of get away. When he gets back to his car that's parked off of the roadway by the house, he sees that he's on camera. And so at this point, he has to go back to make, either some kind of other deal, or maybe even find if there's a tape where he can get so he can erase the camera. A whole lot of things. But from that point, the rest of the film goes on, and it's an enjoyable film. I understand that it's pretty simple in the sense that it's a small cast of characters, maybe one location, and how do you make that work for an hour and 32-minute film and make it enjoyable, engaging, and something that after you watch it, you want to share with your friends? Well, you do that by, number one, having good performers. Each of these characters were performed very well by each of the actors in this film, I felt. I also feel that the script itself was very witty, smart. The dialogue was very, at times, funny. I think also at other times it kind of got really sharp in the sense that, wow, okay, well, that's the real situation. Especially when shit starts to hit the fan within this film, that it takes it to a whole another level in the sense of how the characters interact with each other. So for my review of Windfall, a 2022 film released through Netflix, I'm giving it a solid 4. I thought it was an enjoyable film, a refreshing look at being that it wasn't an action film filled with a lot of action sequences and things like that, but it went back to something really simple as just being good dialogue, good interaction between characters, between performances as well, and just kind of a interesting situation that people may possibly find themselves in. I mean, obviously it's taken to the next level in the sense that this is a CEO, billionaire that, could throw money at somebody, and being that money for him is not an object, there's got to be something else that the burglar or the intruder was after, that the story helps showcase that. So that has been my review for Windfall. If you like the review, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to share your thoughts about this film, Windfall, or you would like to share a movie that I should watch and review on the channel, make sure to leave that in the comment box below. And then lastly, if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming reviews or other content, make sure to, and that way you will be notified. So again, that has been my review for Windfall, a 2022 film directed by Charlie McDowell. And again, I thank you for stopping in and watching my video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And like we always do this time, have a blessed day. I will see you on the flip side. Let's go.